Hey. Sorry. Hi. Let me get Court in here. Oh, here we go. Is that what I need? There we go. Hey, Philip. Hi, Fiona. Hi, David. Hi.
Hi!
Hi.
I was like, why is it not popping up on my iPad?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are
I'm
you?
good. Thank you.
So
This is so
nervous.
funny. Like, I know, right? And like all the times that we've like emailed and talked over like computer screens and stuff, but we've never been face to
We
face.
have it. Oh, I'll have to turn you up a little bit. Okay, there you go.
I can be
Perfect.
louder too. Well, hey, everybody who's joining. Hi, so nice to see you here. This is my beautiful friend Court, who is so freaking talented and has done many of the arts that you see behind me. And I hate doing these things alone. And so I thought I would bring a friend on.
Hello, you guys.
Hey, Jeff, good to see you. Um, I will try and manage, like the chats and actual chatting. We'll
I'm
see
happy
if I
with
can
either.
multitask.
No, you're good.
Um, but so for Court, tell people about yourself a little bit, and then we can talk about how we met and stuff.
Oh, for sure. I am a digital illustrator. I've been illustrating since I was 10. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. And I was a big fan of League of Legends all throughout high school, and I drew Vi a lot because, of course, she was the character that stood out to me the most. She was my first League of Legends love, so I was a big Vi stan.
Nice.
So yeah, I've just been always drawing video game or movie characters. I love making characters, so it's just a big passion.
And did you go to school, or are you self-taught? Like, how did you get started?
I definitely got started just self-taught. I eventually did get my degree in studio art with an emphasis in drawing. Except they didn't. They like kind of had a experimental digital illustration program that I even ended up helping teach toward the end.
Oh, cool.
Like on my last year, I was the assistant teacher, which was really fun. But yeah, so I guess like informally, but also formally, like I learned a
Yeah.
lot of art basics, which are very
Yeah.
important. But no, I had to like learn most of the programs, except for Procreate. My amazing painting teacher taught me Procreate, introduced me, got me hooked.
Yeah, it's a whole new world. But the digital drawing is new to me. Like, I
Oh,
know it's been around for a while, but I've just recently started watching people on Instagram who do a video of their drawings and stuff, and I'm just like, wow. It's not a medium I think in. Is it different for you, like drawing pen to paper versus drawing digitally?
yes, because I feel like digital is way more forgiving.
Mm-hmm.
You never exhaust the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could end up erasing too hard on
Sure.
paper, or like you drew too roughly or heavy-handed and it leaves that
Sure.
indentation. You'll never run out of a color when you're in digital art. You never run out of space to store your art. That has been a real delight because whenever I had like my painting or my drawing classes in college, I still to this day I sit here or like back at my family's house with these massive canvases and they're like, Courtney, what do you want us to do with this? I'm like, I don't know. You don't want it, we can get rid of it.
Is there
Where
any part of you who's
digital,
like, that's my baby, you can't get rid of that?
a little bit of part of me is like, oh no, but I spent so much time on that. But there's like a canvas in our basement that's like huge. It's like 4 feet by 3 feet. Like it's pretty big. It's kind of in the way. That one in my house, and it's just covered in big, huge eyeballs. Yeah, my
Oh
parents
my
just
god.
stare like, "What are we? What are we? What do you want us to do with this?"
Oh my god.
Which I saw my dad join a bit ago.
Hi, Dad. Hi, David. I see you. How
that
you doing?
that's not my dad.
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay. No, but what's funny is his name is David.
Oh.
So I was like, wow, she already knows.
That's awesome.
But how long have you been doing voice acting? I guess I don't know. See, there's my dad. Hi,
Papa. So I've always been acting. You know, I did high school plays and theater and total theater nerd. And I got into acting, like, so I was going to college at 18 and I was getting into my first ever acting classes because I was like, I mean, either you got it or you don't, you know, like I didn't think there was anything to be learned. Anyway, and so at the same time, I was also getting into radio and I was an on-air DJ. And so my two worlds just kind of collided. And so 2009 was when I started professionally pursuing a voiceover career and got my first voiceover agent. And Vi came along a couple years later. She was one of the first video game characters I ever did.
Really?
And I've told this story many a time, so I'm sorry if people are sick of hearing it. But the second I saw her art, I was like, that's my girl. I know who she is. I love her. I am her.
Yes,
and
you
so
embodied her.
Right? And so I went in and I did the audition, which at the time was just my bedroom closet, like sound treated, but like that was all I had at the time. And I walked out of the closet at the end of the audition and I was just like, all right, if I don't book this, there's no justice in the world because I am her. I am her. And then I did book it, thank goodness. And then we did the session and it was the funnest, like, gosh, I think it was like a 3 or 4 hour session from Tanzania.
Wow.
Hello from Tanzania. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
The best start happens in closets.
That's my friend Kayla.
Hi,
she's an amazing
Kayla.
illustrator and animator as well.
Nice. So yeah, the session was so much fun. And then like, I don't think any of the lines made it in game, but like we'd recorded everything that the script had offered. And then the writers were like just writing stuff on the fly. Like, okay, can you say this? Can you say this? Can you say this? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like it was just so much fun. It was like so creative and fun and awesome. And I love that people really resonate with Vi, considering that like in game, I mean, she's only got a handful of lines, but people like her. And I'm like, I love her too. I feel you.
No, absolutely. No, I got that. Absolutely. Like just her energy, and you really brought it with your voice. Like, I was like, oh my God, that hypeness. She's so badass. Nothing bothers her. She has her own like sense of moral justice, and she will do it no matter what way to do it. And I was just like, an icon, an icon.
Oh my God, that's awesome. So tell me about this piece. Like, what inspired you to draw this?
That was my first ever League of Legends skin, was Officer Vi.
Really?
Yes. And I loved it from the first day I saw it. I can't remember if I bought it or if my friend bought it for me, but I think I was like either a sophomore or no, I was a junior. I think it was 2014 that I started playing League.
Okay.
I was a sophomore in high school. And yeah, I just love that skin. I thought it was badass. She ate a donut. I was passionate about donuts. Literally, my senior photos, I had photos taken with me eating a donut.
No way.
And cupcakes. That's why I was like, so yeah, I also loved Vi.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Both Vi and Caitlin, Piltover's finest. So that's where that one came from. And the same with the Vi and the Caitlin drawing. I was a big fan of Zelda Wind Waker. That's what started me in digital art, or just drawing in general, was that game.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I've been doing this style for years. I need to try drawing my favorite video game characters in that style. So that's how that other picture came to be.
That's awesome. Yeah. Vi and Timo.
Which, how did you find those? I was so surprised.
Yeah. So when I started at my Streamily shop, basically like I was working with someone and they were like, yeah, you've got some good characters, you should start a Streamily shop. And it was all totally new to me. And so I was like, I don't even know where to start. And they were like, well, just go looking for fan art and then reach out to the artist. And I was like, okay. So so I just did a search for Vi fan art, and God, it's like an old art site. It's
DeviantArt?
Say it again?
Was it DeviantArt?
Yes, DeviantArt. Yes. Thank you. Yes, that was where I found it.
Really?
And I just fell in love with her. Like I was just like, oh my God, like she's just so playful and so fun. And then I saw this one too, and I was just like, I love the style. Like I loved everything about it. And so that's when I was like, okay, can I even find this person? And like, luckily I found you. And then like the crazy thing to me was that like you had to totally read. I mean, like they were so old.
It was super old.
Right? Yeah. Like I found you years after you drew them, and then you redid them, and I'm like, oh my God, you made them even better.
Oh my gosh. No, that is so funny. I want to add something on that because I just kept thinking, like, I hope it's not you didn't find me the way I thought you found me. You don't know this, but like shortly after I started playing League of Legends and I was in high school, you had a Tumblr at one time, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I totally sent you fan mail.
You did?
Back in 2014 or 2015, just gushing about how you literally breathe life into Vi and all this different stuff. And it was like, Vox Goddess has been online about 6 days ago. I was like, oh, it's just been a while, that's fine. And then I just kept checking and it was like 3 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. I was like, it's fine, she doesn't need to read that. And then when you DM'd me later on Twitter, I was like, I know that name. I know Vox Goddess. There's no way. And I had to double check on, like, I saw your message. I was like, I have to double check on Google. There's no way.
Oh my God.
So I was like, she has no idea. I literally sent her fan mail like when I was in high school.
That is hilarious. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So, okay, can I just tell you, like, I'm terrible at social media. Like, just terrible, just awful. And I'm really great at starting it up and then just ignoring it. Just walking away and never touching it again. So,
I feel that. I've been struggling. My followers know that I've been sucking really bad at posting. I feel so bad. That's why they're probably like, I haven't heard from this bitch in weeks. She's having a live stream.
God, she just thinks she's so good. She can just ignore all of us. Like, no. I'm getting drowned. Like, I can't keep my head above water. That's what it is.
Yeah. Instagram also intimidates me often. Like, I need to update my comic really bad. I have something working on. I got a kitten and she's been busy. She's been making me busy.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I'm going to catch up on some of the questions that I've been seeing in here.
Sure.
Someone was asking about the Arcane and what I think of Haley Stanfield's Vi. Excuse me. I think Arcane is incredible. Have you watched it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Oh my God.
I made my whole family watch it.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. It's just it's like incredible art, incredible storytelling. The acting is so real and so raw and so good. Mm-hmm. Like you want to know how I feel about it? I'm pissed off I'm not in it. That's how I feel about it. Like I want to be in it so badly. It's so good.
Yeah. Do you think you could work something in, maybe a cameo, like what they did to the Mario movie?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. I would take whatever crumbs they want to throw my way, like in a heartbeat. So yeah, I think it's really well done. Jelly donuts are the best. That's awesome.
They're really good.
Have I met Rebecca Davis? I have met Rebecca Davis, and we're like curly girl friends. Like we share curly hair tips because if anybody has curly hair, you know, it's just a lifetime of trying to figure out how it works and what to do with it. So can you say this line as Vi? Sure. Mm-hmm. I'll wipe that grin off your face permanently.
I love that. Oh, my inner fangirl just like.
Well, and then you play Genshin as well, right? Have you been playing Honkai?
I have not yet. I've been needing to, because I need to get Himiko, of
Of course.
course. Yeah. I haven't even been playing Genshin much lately.
What have you been playing lately? Anything?
Stardew Valley.
Nice.
Just Stardew Valley mods. And when my friends ask me what mods, I was like, it says there's 91. There's 91 mods. I don't know. A lot.
A lot of them. All of them.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Are you playing anything?
I've been playing Honkai. It's incredibly addictive. Just be warned. I started playing it just to get a feel for the game.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds very, I don't know. I feel like it sounds very, frou-frou or whatever. But like, I was like, I just want to get a feel for the game, have a better understanding of my character.
Absolutely.
And understand, right? Like just how the world works. And because we only get, hi, Will, I see you there. We only get so much information from the scripts that we get. So it's really good to like have the visuals and have an understanding of the storyline and how it all works together. So I started playing it, and I got Himiko on my very first pull. And I was like, is MiHoYo watching? Like, did they know that this is my account? And they're like, we'll just give you this one.
Oh my God.
It's
just like, it's meant to be.
Right? And my husband was like, okay, I need you to understand, this doesn't happen. Like, you don't automatically get the 5-star character on your first pull. And I'm like,
like
what? Like
the
it's
very,
hard?
very first?
Yeah.
That does not happen.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah. So then of course, I'm like, well, now I've got her, I gotta play as her, right? And then I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, so you level them. This was my first gacha game. It's my first like everything. And so like I was like, not everything, but like I play like Tekken, I play like fighting games or like first person shooters, and so like this is my first this style turn-based gacha game. So my husband's like walking me through it, and he's like, okay, so you're gonna level up and you're gonna do this and you're gonna fight these battles, and I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, and like I'm now like totally into it. I have like Himiko's leveled up to 80. She's like maxed out as far as I can get her.
Queen.
Except for Eidolons, she doesn't have. I guess it's really hard to do the Eidolons for the base characters because there's like 8 of them, and so you can't just like keep pulling hoping you're gonna get your one character's Eidolon.
Okay.
So that's fair. I get that. But yeah, it's really addictive. I play it every freaking day. Like I gotta go farm for materials. I gotta go.
I believe it. Hoyoverse does really well with that.
Yeah. No, it's incredible.
That's a big reason why I haven't downloaded it yet, because I know I'll be addicted. And it's like, then I always feel guilty because it's like, you should be working on this art. I'm like, oh no. So that's
it's
big
research.
Reason.
That's what I tell myself. It's research. I have to play this game.
Reason. Yeah.
I have to play it for my job.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
So I want to talk about this one a little bit. This was such a fun experience for me because this was one of the, we collaborated before on one of the, like my Genshin NPCs and stuff, which you blew me away then too. But this was like my first big one where I was like, okay, I have an idea. I have a concept. I know what I want. And so I'd written you, and I was basically like, Himiko on a train in front of a moon. And you were like, okay. And you mocked some stuff up for me. And this was what the sort of layout that we landed on. And I remember the first time I saw it, and it was just that feel of the train coming right at me. And, like just, you got everything right, like right off the bat. Like how do you work when someone's coming to you saying like, oh, I have an idea for a thing, and then you start sketching? Like, how do you come to your ideas, I guess?
Usually, unless I have like a really big one that just immediately came to me without any other options, I'll just show my dad. He's so cute. Throw a sketch out and like just test it, see if they like it. But like yours, for example, I was like, there's so many different like ways that like that I am perceiving it, and that she might be perceiving it, I'll try the exact way that I think she meant it. I'll try some things that I were thinking, and then I'll try merging them together. And that's why all those thumbnails were given. But otherwise, people usually ask me, like, when I get commissioned to design characters for them.
Oh, okay.
So usually that goes with a process of I will ask them, like, send me as much information as you want. Send me, like, different colors, different, like, other character examples that have that, like, you're like, oh, I like this kind of bangs, but I like this kind of hair, but I want this color and this eyes and what kind of outfit. So, like, then we kind of, like, they make the patchwork, I sew it together, like a Frankenstein project.
Okay.
So that's usually what my commissions are, unless it's fan art or a pre-existing character. But yours is actually one where it's like, I have this full scene and concept. I've had this before, but not often, because, you know, it's kind of pricey.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and what I really appreciated too is that you did send those thumbnails. I wonder if I should pull them up. Like, let me see if I can find them. But you did pull. Is that okay with you if I show them?
Oh, I don't mind.
Okay. I'll talk to you in a second about how I feel about people posting auditions. No, you did send those thumbnails, and you did it in such a way that it was really, you weren't pushing any agenda. You know what I mean? You were very much like, yep, here's your idea. Here's another version of your idea. And here's a couple other things that I kind of come up with on my own. And I was like, yeah, screw my ideas. Yours amazing. Because
I was what your ideas.
No, dude, it was like you captured what I wanted even better than what I could have envisioned. So let me see if I can show these off. So I think this is the one that I was like, basically like, train, Himiko, front of the moon, you know, which, seeing it laid out, like, it's not that it looks bad or anything. I think I sent you the login screen as a reference. Yeah. I'm like, it's not, it doesn't look bad or anything, but it's not as dynamic as what we ended up with, which just is so alive, and it's so, there's like movement to it, and it's dynamic, and the colors are great. And can I just tell you, I didn't plan on doing the holographic, but oh, it looks so good.
It looks super good. When you showed me that, I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew it was a thing. It didn't occur to me to do it for myself. And then when I did, you know, then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I think that would look awesome in the holographic. And then when I got it, I was just like, oh, it's even better than I imagined.
I'm so glad. No, I'm really happy with how it came out. And I'm so thrilled that you like it as well. Because I did like it a lot how it came out.
Oh my God, it's just one of my favorites. And just the detail that you captured, the detail of the Astral Express, the detail of Himiko's costume, like all of it. It's just so good.
Hi, G. That's my painting instructor.
Hi. I love your student. I think she's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, G is the one who introduced me to Procreate. Love her to pieces.
Nice. Nice. Do you ever have those art sessions where you're like just drawing into the night and your hand's about to fall off your arm, you're and like you're just like, but I can't stop?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a lot during college. I was like, I even got a carpal tunnel brace.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my God. There was one in particular for motion graphics that was like, I spent nearly a whole like 24 hours like into the night trying to finish this. It was like a pixel video game animation of my character walking through like a cemetery, and I was listening to an 8-bit track so loudly in my headphones for so long, I literally almost gave myself like what is it called when you like hear a ring in your ear?
Yeah, the tinnitus. Yeah.
Yes, I almost gave myself that. It was horrifying. I remember like crying because every time I'd lay down, there'd be a thumping in my ears. I was like, I'm so tired.
Oh no.
It was terrible. But yes, I've definitely had nights like that. I haven't recently, but kind of sad.
Yeah.
That's when like a lot of stuff gets produced at once.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I see someone saying, I remember Chia lamenting on social media about her kid's favorite character is Su Shang.
I remember that.
because chicken. Um, he still loves the chicken. Right now, his favorite, because he's been cycling through. It's really funny. Right now, his favorite is Chinche, and I think so. He also loves Pela, and I'm wondering like if he likes the smaller characters because they're small, like he is. Because he's gonna be 8 soon, and I'm like, oh, you like all the characters that look like little kids. Okay.
Okay, you know that tracks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But he's so over Himiko. Like I'm always trying to run around in game as Himiko, and he's like, he'll just really lean over and like switch the character to someone else, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Thanks.
Hi, Victoria. That's my childhood friend. She's the one. She and our other friend got me to League of Legends.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So we have Vicky V to appreciate for any of this happening.
Ooh, Vi stands for Vicky. Okay. Hi. Let's see. Can I say, I'm sure we're about to embark on a fascinating journey. You guys are silly.
Thank you, Victoria.
Let's see. Who else here? Yes, I did play Faith from The Wolf Among Us. So that was another early one. Came a little bit after Vi. And that was a really fun project. Another one where like the artwork is incredible. It's Telltale Games, it's episodic, and my character was like,
sorry to hear my cat. Hazel, you're fine. Girl.
She's like, stop talking about yourself, start petting me. No, so Faith was a fun audition. It was recorded locally in the Bay Area, and it was an interesting recording. It was actually quite a few sessions of recording. It wasn't just one session, and what they told me was like, this character, like I don't know if it's a spoiler alert, but I die in like the first 10 minutes. And but they were like, but this sets up the whole story. So like she's actually really important. We really want to get this right. Like it needs to be a character that people care about. Like we've got to get something that gets people invested in the game. We got to figure out why you die. We got to figure out like what's going on. So we actually did, I think, like 2 or 3 different sessions. It was nice because Adam Harrington, who voiced Big B Wolf, he had already recorded some of his lines. So I was able to play off. They would like record his line and then I would get to record my response to it. So that was one of the nicer sessions because that's not always available. So yeah, but I love doing Faith. Faith was really good. Who would you have liked? Oh, who would I have liked to voice in Star Rail if I had the chance? So I think I did audition for Serval because that's just a freaking fun character. But I obviously didn't get it. And can I just tell you, it went to the right person. Natalie Von Sistine, who does Serval, like her voice is incredible. I love it. So good job, Mihoyo. You made the right choice.
Picking voice actresses and actors. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. No. Just their ability to manage all of it is incredible. Mm-hmm. Like the story, the art, the gameplay, all of it. Like I'm just like, well done. Thank you for letting me be a part of it.
The way they render hair and like cloth movement.
Oh.
Wow. It's really well. Like it's hard to find video games that manage it well. And like Hoyo almost like flexes. But they're intricate designs. Because apparently like back in the day when 3D video games are being created, they avoided doing females, especially long-haired females, because they could not figure out how to render the long hair.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it's just I just love how Hoyoverse is like, let's make it longer. Let's make the fabric longer and flowier with layers. So it's very impressive.
One of my favorite things though is how like when people are just standing still, like there's always like a little movement to their hair or their clothes, and I'm like, there's just
So
always a
wise.
little slight breeze going. Huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Benali. I just had coffee with this person. They went also to the same college as me.
Oh, nice. Nice. Hi, everybody. If you have any questions for me or for Court, like, let us know. Throw them in the chat. I'm trying to keep up.
Are you pretty close to like your fellow voice actors and voice actresses in like the video games that you're in?
So there's a crew of Bay Area voice actors that I've had the privilege to work with many times, which is great. So Eric Braw and Gavin Hammond, also both in many Telltale Games titles. Gavin Hammond as one of his more well-known characters is Kenny in Walking Dead. So yeah, I've had the opportunity to work with them a few times. I've gotten to hang out with Melissa Hutchinson, who also is in Walking Dead.
Wow.
There've been some local people that like have gone down to LA to sort of pursue and grow that I haven't been able to hang out with as much recently. But yeah, it's a nice community here in the Bay Area. And then I also have friends down in LA that I get to work with and hang out with from time to time. So it's a nice small community. It's a very uplifting and supportive community. We always talk about the differences between our on-camera experiences versus voiceover experiences. It's been years and years and years since I ever did any kind of on-camera acting. And for me, when I was just getting started in my career, like I just constantly got told acting is 75% the way you look. And my looks at that time limited me because they didn't want anything that looked ethnic. You know, they wanted blonde hair, blue-eyed, American girl next door kind of stuff. And
wow, watered down.
A little bit. And then it's also just demoralizing, like when you do walk into a room of, 20 other women who look just like you. You're just like, awesome, this feels good. I feel so special and unique. So,
do you think there's a change in the industry now? Like, has it changed for the better, do you think?
I hope so. I mean, I think there's a lot of desire for it too. And I do think, I'm definitely on board with the whole representation matters because I do think it's important. I do think it's important for people to see not just people who look like them, but people who don't look like them.
Exactly.
Right? Like we need to have all of those experiences. But yeah, back in the day, on-camera acting was always a little cutthroat because I think it did feel like you were constantly competing with a bunch of other people who looked like you. And so you were doing everything you could to sort of set yourself apart and make yourself special or whatever. Voice acting is totally different. Nobody cares how you look, which is nice.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot less pressure. You can feel what's natural.
Exactly. Yeah. And for me, it feels like it's more about the pure acting ability. And then I don't know what it is about voice actors, but like it's not as self-serving, I think, like there've been plenty of times where someone's been like, hey, do you know anybody who would be a good fit for this? I'm like, oh my God, I know like 3 people. Yeah. Let me give you their names and contact information because I would love it if you would hire one of them. They're my friends and they're awesome.
You're so great. Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah, and I've been certainly put up in the same way where someone else has been like, oh yeah, you should totally check out Chia. She'd be great for this project. So just the supportiveness and the giving of the voiceover community feels really good. Like I'm really glad to be a part of it. I see Midori. Do I have my own home studio or do I rent one somewhere? So I have my own home studio. In 2017, I invested in a Studio Bricks. I can word. I word for a living. A Studio Bricks isolation booth And so it's a 3x5 booth. It's in one of my rooms in my house. It's a giant box. But no, it's good. It's a broadcast quality studio, and thankfully, because I did have it going into the pandemic, I was actually set up to continue working. I feel very grateful and feel very lucky that I was already set up and ready to go. There was a lot of my friends who didn't have a home booth set up or didn't have equipment and weren't ready to go, and it hurt them. So thankfully I've got it. So I do still, now that the pandemic is sort of like easing back up, I am going back into studios more often to do work. And I gotta say, like, that's nice too. Like, it's nice to see a person. It's nice to not have to engineer my own session. Yeah.
I've heard some people enjoy going back, some people missing being at home.
Yeah. I mean, you can't beat the commute. That part I love, especially being in the Bay Area where like traffic is a thing. I usually have to, if my session starts at 11, then I got to leave the house at like 10 or earlier to get there or whatever, like you got to pad it in. So I really like not having to commute, but then there's certain projects where like let's say a video game project is a perfect example. If I'm doing battle sounds or emotes or things like that, it's really nice to not have to worry about mic levels and making sure that the sound isn't peaking, because the engineer has that covered. And even when I'm recording those things from home and I do have an engineer on the line monitoring things on their end, I'm still worried about it a little bit in the back of my brain. And then like, if something does peak and the engineer catches it, great, awesome. But then it's the time and energy of going back and doing it again. And, like I have to adjust the levels on my end. Like, okay, did I get it right? Is it good? Is it okay? So it's a balance, as with anything. Let's see, what else have we got? On-site acting also feels a lot more intimidating. Oh, like on camera, on site. I get that. I do miss like doing theater. Have you ever done any kind of acting, Court? Like, do you do theater or anything?
In high school, I was in drama club. But by my junior year, I went to the art department, and I was pretty much the art girl that stayed after really late. So I had to kind of give up acting. It was hard balancing both.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I was when I found acting, like it was like, I'm home.
Yeah. You like find your space, find your people. I couldn't find a bunch of people, at least in my grade, that was as bonkers for art as me. But I just enjoyed just my own little digital art, So, people online.
Who are the artists that you look up to, that you admire?
So the one that actually was the one that inspired me, like her work I saw as a little baby 5th grader on Google Images, because I didn't know about DeviantArt, I didn't know about Tumblr. I don't know if Tumblr was a thing back then. I think their username goes by like Beagle Soon. It's like Beagle TSUIN. They did Zelda Wind Waker art. Beautiful. Like, they captured the style so head on. I was like, is this official artwork? Why does Link and Tetra have a baby? Why is there babies? Who are these babies? And so, and that blew my mind, because back then my mom, she runs 2 childcare facilities, and I'm also like one of her assistant preschool teachers. But so I was very like child mindset. I wanted to be like my mom. I love like babies. So I was like, who did this Zelda baby stuff? And then I found DeviantArt through that. And so I believe, at least at the time, last time I checked, they go by Emma. And so Emma was like, I always bring them up even like in my school reports for like inspiration and starters, because they kickstarted like my art.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and it was so cool interacting with them on DeviantArt. So yeah, it's kind of an honor getting that opportunity.
I also wanted to ask, so as I was looking at different artwork and styles and character artwork and stuff, like, it's really interesting seeing the artists who stay almost exactly true to the art style that you see in game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it could look like that character was lifted straight out of the video game versus something that is more interpretive. And that's one of the things I like about yours is that, like, I feel like you're very interpretive of the character, and yet you still capture that character so well. How do you like get into that interpretation? Like, how do you find that feel that's all you and yet still very reminiscent of someone else's art style? Not art style, but like that character.
Yeah, I don't know. I try to be very like aware of like the like official art just to capture like the style, but like I try to interpret it. I don't know. I'm pretty much just barfing out what you just said, but I don't know. I did a lot of like style studies when I was younger.
Okay.
So maybe like pretty much growing up doing that, I had a period in my life where I would like try to copy Wind Waker style from Zelda, and I had a period where I tried copying Steven Universe style. Because I love Steven Universe. Rebecca Sugar is another great inspiration. Love her work and her voice. And then another one was just like I was inspired by like Toby Fox with Undertale and Deltarune, because just it's such a simplified pixel style, but then everyone that was so inspired off of that and how they interpreted that pixel, that was very inspiring for me to do it the same. Like, okay, how would I take the atmosphere and colors of a very simple 8-bit pixelated game, but do it in an illustration, like make the space with that limitation. And that was a lot of inspiration for me. I don't know if that made sense or not.
No, it totally does. It's making me think about one of my approaches to acting, which is, you know, we get sent a character and sometimes we get sent a description. And so it's like, what's my interpretation of that description of that character, and how do I honor someone else's idea of who this person is while also bringing in my version of who that person is. So yeah, I think it's really similar. That's really interesting. And for me, you know, it just really comes down to, it's all colored by my experiences, the things that I've lived and done, and, you know, how I respond to stuff is how I, you know, put what I put into the characters. And I try not to do the same thing over and over again, obviously. But yeah, just bringing in my personal perspective of my life into that character.
Yeah. That's how you like imprint yourself.
Yeah.
Because they are coming out of you.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. One highlight for voice actor variety is Fiddlestick's voice actor, who looks so gentle but can open his mouth and unleash eldritch noises. I mean, that's one of the fun things about doing voiceover is that, like, I was playing around with some friends where like we were playing with little like cutesy little voices, you know, like, hey, up here, you know, and then like the character would just suddenly turn to the camera and just be like, taste the fever, you know. Like, it's just fun. It's just fun to have those juxtapositions.
Around. Absolutely.
Have I done any motion capture work? I haven't, and I would love to. I mean, I've done head mocap. So like head mocap is where like the camera's just like right here. There's like a little microphone like coming like in between your eyes. Like, oh hey, hi, how you doing? But I haven't done like full body mocap. That's definitely more of an LA based thing. So I would love to do it. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. And what's my favorite part of playing Himiko? Good question. The thing that I like about Himiko is I feel like she blends some of my personality traits, in the sense that, like, when she was described to me, they were like, you know, she's sort of the leader of the Astral Express crew. She's the commander. She's the sort of like the one leader. She's the leader. She's the leader of the crew. She's the commander. And yet she's also got this nurturing side to her where she's trying to take care of everybody, keep everybody safe, make sure everybody's comfortable. And I just love the quirky coffee element of it. Like, she just loves this super dark, black, bitter coffee and just wants everyone else to love it too, and they just don't.
I had no
The number
idea
of times,
until you told me that. You're like, "Can you do her with some coffee?" I was like, "Okay." Didn't even know that. But you know what?
yes.
That tracks.
Yeah, there's this whole like backstory of her like roasting her own beans and like coming up with her own blends, and like she puts all this time and energy into making really bad coffee. It's just awesome. I love it. And the number of times like people point out artwork where like Himiko's drinking coffee and Welt is drinking tea. Like you see the little tea bag like hanging over the side. Like, nope,
Cute.
I'm good with tea. Thanks.
Well, I'm full. I have something.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm having herbal. I don't want the caffeine.
I'll never forget when I had told my group of friends on Discord. I was like, she got this like part of Himiko, and she would see it illustrate things for them, and like like my friend group was still like learning about the new Hoyoverse game, and immediately my friend Adam was like, she got the train mama. I was like, oh. I was like, I guess. I mean, is that her role? Being the train mother? Oh.
I know it's interesting, you know, people are like, I see people referring to Himiko as Mama Himiko all the time, and I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm the old lady mama now.
No way. I think it's like an endearing, like that mom friend.
Yeah.
That very comforting, that like what you said, like that protective, I want to take care of you.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not that she's old and crusty. She has an energy with her. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I was
for sure.
like, is she? Because I was still learning about the game myself. So, yeah. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm drawing the train mama.
Frankly, I think some of my favorite fan arts usually depict the character in a completely different art style or setting. It's so out of the blue, but it sticks in your brain. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Would I be willing to record a Star Rail cover with the crew? So Nicholas did invite me to do it, and I politely declined because I wasn't that confident in my singing voice. I wasn't sure that it would be good. So I was like, no, thank you. I should have trusted Nicholas because he did an amazing job with it, and everyone who did it sounds amazing. Like, it's such a good cover. It sounds really, really good. So Nicholas has talked about maybe doing more, and if he does, I will happily, yes, I will happily take that risk and be a part of it.
It's
He
like
did invite me.
Exposure. It's great just getting used to it, and who knows, maybe like first of all, I can't even imagine it going bad. Your voice in the ring and the way like you have energy or not. Like I've heard all your different voices. Like I cannot imagine you not having a good singing voice. So it's definitely like your little like voices in your head being mean. But I definitely think you should try it. If anything, like it could be a charm if you feel like it's not whatever to standard of what your expectations are. That could be the charm of Himiko.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I will take, that's good feedback. I will take that.
I look forward to it.
It's totally a me thing. I have a weird hang up about singing, which is funny because I sing all the freaking time in the car, along to music. Like I totally, but I don't think I have like a great singing voice per se. It's just, I will happily sing at the top of my lungs like an idiot. So, but anytime anyone wants me to do it professionally, I'm like, sure. So.
Can't believe you're keeping these amazing pipes from everyone.
Yes. Well, I am operatically trained, so. What is it like hearing Heather Gonzalez as Cocolia? I think Heather did a fantastic job. She's a fun person. Like, we have a cast chat that you know, we keep in touch with each other, and she's just funny. She's funny. She's lively. She's another curly girl. We totally get that about each other. So yeah, I think she's awesome. She's doing a great job. Anything else? That one, Grammar, you are hilarious. Humanity never conceals their desire to control their singing, and she is no exception.
Oh my god.
It's true. Yeah, Himiko makes bad coffee, Chia makes bad singing.
No, I refuse to believe it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on getting braver.
Okay. If you ever need a little cheerleader, I will happily get on email or DMs and be like, "Go Chia!"
Thank you.
I want to hear it.
Oh, we should talk about Shinha, because so I didn't bring those prints out here. Okay, so we've got the coffee print that that I made, that you made up, that I made up, that you made up.
It was a group effort.
It was total collaboration. And I had put like some together for the Honkai and the Cosmic Star Rail crossover event that they were doing with Sunlight Tea Studios. And so I put like this little scavenger hunt together, which was very popular. Everybody was so like, everybody who found one posted about it, and they did a great job, and like they seemed like they had a lot of fun with it. So that was awesome. And so then my friend Chelsea Cuoca, who does Shenhe and Genshin, she was like, "Oh my God, I love that art style. Like, who did that?" And I was like, "That was my friend Court." So
I was so surprised.
Oh my God, no. So tell me about your guys' collaboration.
Oh my gosh. First of all, I was like, I got an email from Chia again, just introducing me to a Genshin Impact person. I was so like, because I mean, I knew League of Legends first, but like I was really into Genshin Impact for a bit, and I love Shenhe. She's amazing. Tragic backstory. It went well. She was really, really sweet. She was really open and was like, I'm always willing to learn like certain art terms, or like wanted like confirmation for certain like art vocabulary, and she honestly just had it. Like, I was impressed. There's a lot of people who like they share something and I have to like get confirmation and make sure that this is what they're wanting, because it could be a totally other thing. So, and like she had it. She knew exactly what she wanted, and I was like, okay, that's doable. She was so easy to work with. She was so friendly. She was an absolute doll. It was a great time. I was really tickled to work with her.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you so much for like sharing that little networking. That's so sweet. I was like, oh.
No, dude, Chelsea's amazing. So people were asking how, first let me say, Chelsea is doing a signing, and she will be doing that on September 21st. So look out for those details. And she is, she's Chelsea Cuoca on Twitter. So go there and you can get the details about her signing coming up on September 21st. Save the date. Someone was asking how Chelsea and I met. Chelsea and I met in a workout group. So we're part of the voice actor workout group where we meet once a week and we just practice being actors.
That's so cool.
And Chelsea, I don't know, Chelsea and I just hit it off. We're just like immediately liked each other. So yeah, that's how we're friends now. We're totally friends. We hang out. No.
Did she like? Was that before or after you guys both worked on Genshin Impact? Did she knew that you were NPCs in it?
It was after.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, cool. So no, we didn't meet through MiHoYo.
Wow.
So. Oh my God, can I do this line as Agora Mio? Wow, I'm Agora Mio. So so I'm a whole bunch of like little 1 and 2 line characters in Genshin, and I pop up all over is it Inazuma? Sorry guys, I'm not up on Genshin as much as Honkai. But Agora Mio is the one that I have the most lines of. Sorry, Vine and Timo just bit the dust. Anyway, so that was one of the ones that I commissioned from you, Court, and I haven't posted it anywhere yet because really soon after I commissioned it from you, Himiko came out, and I was like, oh, well now I'm kind of muddying the waters. This might be a little confusing, but Court did this amazing. I asked for this. I had this idea of like not all of them, but like some of the ones that I've done I came back to a couple of times, like showed up a few times as this particular character on this beautiful fan. And again, it was like me, like faces, fan. And then Court came back and was just like, how about this? And I was like, oh! So, you know what? I'm going to find it and show you guys. This will be the public unveiling.
I didn't know that you had more than those characters.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other ones are really, really small. Like, seriously, like one line here or there. But
that's so cool.
But Agora Mio is one, and then
I need to plug in. Pardon me.
Oh yeah, no worries.
There we go. I was like, oh, okay, we're at 9%. I should probably.
I know, right?
Plug in my iPad. Okay.
Oh, Inagi Hotomi is the other one that I did a lot of. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, it's so cute. I love it so much. I really do need to post this at some point and put it out there in the world.
Oh my gosh, my old art.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it so much.
I'm so glad.
So there's Agora Mio in the middle, and then that's Inagi Hotomi, and then I can't remember some of the other names. I remember this. I think this is Shishi, and the thing that I love about her is that she's just tired all the time. Like she's just got no energy.
She works for Ningguang.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, every time they're just like, yep, you can't stay awake. You're just yawning through every line. I'm like, okay.
So can do. I'll skip the coffee this morning.
Exactly. Yeah, she's the opposite of Himeko. So yeah, I love that one piece, but like I said, like Himeko came out like right after that, and I was like, God, I don't know if it makes sense to put this one out now. But anyway, so the reason all of that came up was because David was asking if I can do Agora Mio, and I honestly cannot remember what she sounds like right now. It's been a long time, so.
That's the pink one, right?
I need someone to draw Shenhe teaching Himeko how to deadlift.
That'd be funny. That'd be freaking funny.
Oh my god, that is so silly. That's awesome.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom!
That's really cute. When I first posted sorry, my voice just cracked up. The train picture, my mom commented, she's like, this is so great. You responded to her and was like, yeah, isn't she amazing? I was like, she's showing off to my own mom. That was the cutest thing ever. I was like, Mom, Chia Court taught to you.
Oh my god, and your mom's like, yes, I know she's great. Thank you.
I just thought it was the cutest thing ever. She was like, oh, Chia Court did? What? She had to check her phone real quick.
That's awesome.
Gosh, it was really cute.
That's great. I am all for singing people's praises. I'm all for promoting women's art. I'm all for promoting diversity and representation. Like, these are things I care about. So
absolutely.
I love that I've been able to find so many talented artists to work with, because she really is, Gina. She's great, and I love her.
Oh, there's my dad. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. They've known I've been a big Vi freak forever. They were there. You're like, okay, Courtney. Like, don't mind me as I draw like eyeliner Vi on my cheek.
Right?
It's
yeah.
It's not a face, Mom. Singing Vi music. So they know I'm a big fan.
Yeah, she's so hardcore. I love it. But you know what? Back to Arcane a little bit. Like, I love how, like you said, like she's got her own moral code, and she's got her own ideas of how things are supposed to go, and what right is, or what justice is. And yet Arcane managed to capture her vulnerability so well. Yeah. And managed to explain that moral code and how she came about it so well. It's so good.
Did you know that, like, back when you voiced Vi originally, that she was the sibling of Jinx? Was that a thing? It was always rumored.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing in the session that we did. And in fact, I don't know that Jinx was a
Yeah,
thing
that's right.
when
Vi came first, didn't she?
he did. Yeah. And so, and I still to this day don't know if it was a plan that
Mm-hmm.
Vi and Jinx are siblings, or if the fan lore, you know, and the buy-in from the fans like made it a thing. So,
True.
but either way, like the way they play off each other is fan freaking tastic.
I love that cat and mouse.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
satisfying.
Yeah. And yeah, and then again, like talk about, oh God, the way they explained their relationship, and they were so close, and how it fell apart. I was like, oh my God.
As they lose their last
Yeah.
father figure, like,
Oh,
I remember when I made my parents watch it, and my dad was like, "What is this? I don't play or like the League of Legends." And I was like, "Dad, just watch it." And then he was like, when that happened between Vi and Powder,
yes.
it's been so long. He was like, he was so mad. He was like, "What the hell? What the?" Like he was angry, and then he was like, "Okay, next episode." I was like, he was the one like, we're not leaving on that. He was like so mad because this happened to the sisters, and I was like, "You're so cute. You're into it." Because I thought I was like
awesome.
making them. It was really cute.
That one grammar, I totally agree. I think it made a huge difference and really showed that he said, I'm sorry, I don't know if you're a he or she or that one grammar. They said Arcane was such a milestone in showing that video game adaptations can be genuinely legendary media. And yeah, it's so true. Like
Yes.
they told a real story. They told a real story with real meaning and affected all of us emotionally. Like so well done. So well done.
I was just impressed by the pacing. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And just thought every single angle and every single frame is its own illustration art piece. It's incredible. It's wow.
Yeah.
The textures, and I feel like they married Painterly 2D with 3D flawlessly.
Agreed.
Wow.
Yeah, because we've all seen it done really poorly, right? And the way they did it, just like it was so easy to immerse yourself in the world. So yeah, incredible. Well, thank you for joining me on this chat. I do have a couple of posters to sign, and thank you everybody who did buy some posters, and all of my sales are going to go to the Hawaii Community Fund. I posted a video about this already, but if you're wondering why I'm doing a fundraiser for the Hawaii Community Fund, it's because I was born in Oahu and I grew up here on the mainland, but I don't know, every time I've gone back, I just feel very connected to Hawaii, and it's, you know, I said it was like one of the few places where I feel like I belong, and the reason is because I go there and people think I live there, you know, they think I look like Hawaiians do, you know, and so like that feels really good. It's one of the few places where I can kind of disappear into everybody and look the same way as everybody else.
And they're beautiful.
So yeah. And you know, it's just they're a resilient community on a good day, and they're having one of the worst days ever. So I wanted to do what I could. So thank you for helping me raise some money. Thank you for taking advantage of this amazing artwork that I have. And I'm glad you guys are going to enjoy it. So I'm going to do some signing. You're totally welcome to hang out, Court, if you want to. But okay, cool. So first, we've got Fiona. And Fiona's getting a holographic Himiko. Fiona, I really hope you're Irish. You know, and it's okay if you're not. But but I know some Irish Fionas, and Ireland is one of my favorite places. And so yeah, I hope you're Irish. That's all I have to say about that. All right, so Fiona. Sorry, I thought like I should write Fiona. I hope you're Irish. Chia. I'm not going to, Fiona. I swear. Like I know that would just ruin it, but
the temptation. Where did the Irish come from? Honestly, I just kind of feel like random. I mean, I'm not gonna.
Fiona's like, I grew up in California. What the fuck, Chia? All right, she didn't ask for any like thing, but I'm just gonna go ahead and write a thing.
Ireland is really pretty. I really want to visit sometime.
You should totally visit.
I just
So
recently got my passport, so maybe one day.
I have mainly been on the west coast of Ireland, Galway. A few years ago, my friend went and like basically lived in Galway for a year, and she was like, "Come out, you can stay with me." And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, "Stay for a long time." And I'm like, "How long are we talking?" She's like, "I don't know, as long as you can." I was like, "A month?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
Say what?
So yeah, I got to go stay with her for a month in Ireland, and she let me crash on her sofa, and oh my God, it was just so incredible to be able to immerse myself in Galway and get to meet people. And one of my favorite things about Ireland is that any single one of us could just go walk into a pub and just strike up a conversation.
That is so nice. So
And it's
really
amazing.
Friendly.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like I've had such wonderful experiences, and like being able to connect to somebody like that and just learn about their life and just get a little snippet of who they are has just been amazing. So yeah, love Ireland.
I'll have to go.
Yes,
I'm gonna go
please
there. And I need to visit my friend in Germany. She lives like 3 hours from like London. Or no, Paris. I'm so stupid. But yeah, I'm really excited to travel soon.
Nice. All right, Fiona. Here you go. All right.
Hi, Alex. My brother joined. The fam's all here.
Hi, Alex. All right, who's next? Kark. I hope that's not like a typo and it's not Clark.
Uh-oh.
I know, right?
Does it say on the website?
It says, there's like a little thing that says like make it out to, and it's make it out to CARK. So I'm gonna take you at your word, Kark.
Hi, Jolene. Or is it Jesse? I don't remember which account that is. My aunt or uncle are here. No, it's Jolene. Okay, sorry.
Dude, you have such a supportive family. That's so amazing.
Oh my gosh, I'm very close to my family. I love my family so much.
That's awesome. All right, Kark asked me to can you write something Hinata would say for good luck on my 50-50? So I'm going to write.
Hi. Oh my gosh, Destiny's here too. Brother's girlfriend's here. Oh.
All right, I wrote, good luck on your 50-50. Welcome to the Astro Express.
Oh,
perfect. Right? That should be good. I have heard that Star Rail's coming to PS5. That'll be an interesting experience.
You play it on the computer?
I play on my iPad.
I play on my iPad too.
Yeah.
Genton.
It's good. It totally works. Like the graphics look great. It's pretty good, pretty easy user interface. I want to try and I have to figure out how to stream. I'm not a streamer. I'm teaching myself all kinds of new technology. And one of the reasons that I just never envisioned a world where I would need to know how to stream. So I was just like, I got enough going on. I'm just going to let that one pass right by me. And then now I'm doing Honkai, and like a few of the cast members stream, and it's just a fun way to connect. And I was like, I'm going to teach myself how to stream now. So I'm working on it. If anybody has any tips or tricks, feel free to reach out and let me know.
Have you played Among Us with the voice actor gang? You know that they all do that?
I know that they all do that. I have not played Among Us with them yet.
What the should. That's where the best like animatic art things come from. You should do it.
We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it. Yeah, it's.
If you ever want to practice, I will happily practice with you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Are you on Discord?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been on Discord a lot more lately.
I'll have to add you later.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Philip, you're up. I'm doing Philip with 2 L's. I have made sure to get them both.
Hi, Hannah. My childhood friends here.
You know everybody.
I'm like, I know that name. So sweet. So blessed.
Sorry, I can't write and talk at the same time.
No, you're good. Do you want me to chat or will that distract you?
No, you're totally fine.
Okay.
Philip has asked me to draw a chibi Himiko, and I'm not great at that yet. I'm working on it. Okay?
You want to
But what I can do is a coffee cup. So that's what you're getting, Philip.
Too. You should totally. Do you have an Apple Pencil with your iPad?
I do.
We could do a magma together.
Oh.
That's like literally all you need is a link, and then we can draw on the same canvas together.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we should totally do that.
We could practice all the Himikos.
Yes. That would be amazing.
And hi, JJ. My cousin's here now.
All right, Philip.
Yay.
There you go. Hopefully you can see that.
Well, you used the gold marker.
Yeah. So this is artwork by It's Mandy Mo. She does a lot of Genshin stuff too, and she's done a lot of Honkai stuff. And yeah, she was so kind to let me use this for autographs and stuff. And she suggested using the gold, and I'm like, yes.
It was a good choice.
Yeah, I think it works really well.
The hair rendering is stunning. I love it.
Yeah. She's really, like, just incredible, right?
She really is. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And the background is so satisfying.
Right? Like,
it's just nice and balanced.
Yeah. Yeah. She's really she's got a real skill.
Yeah. I love it.
Ali's SF, I want Himiko on your team too.
I need to download it so I can have Himiko on my team too. Collect the Himikos.
I'm gonna keep track of all of these. All right, I got one more for Philip. Oh, Philip, you got both of the 11 by 17s. Thanks. Aww. You rock.
Philip, MVP.
Yeah, seriously. Could I see myself doing a cosplay? I could. It would have to, I would have to go get one of the ones that like somebody else makes. I'm not handy in that way. So.
Who would you cosplay?
I could totally do Himiko. I love her outfit, you know, like she would be super fun. I would totally do Himiko. Who else could I do? I mean, I would do Vi also, like absolutely.
I was
Give
wondering.
me a pair of giant fists. Yes, please.
I've seen the coolest fists be made out of just cardboard. It's like, how?
Yeah. I still remember the first time I was at Comic-Con and I saw someone in Vi cosplay. It was one of the biggest thrills for me. I was like, oh my God, that's my character. Oh my God.
No, I bet it.
Oh my God. Up to her and I was like, can we take a picture together? And she's like, sure. You know?
And she has no idea.
I don't think she did.
Did you tell her?
So the story, as I remember it, you got the picture taken. She did not recognize you.
Right.
As you were leaving, you said one of her lines, and
and then that's when
cosplayer lost her shit and started grabbing at you And I was like, we need to go because we're meeting voice actors for coffee. We got to go. And so you were stepping away as she's like, no, I watched your voice. And it was, I had like, not separate you guys, but it was like, we're moving on with our lives.
I don't know how much of that you heard, but
I heard it.
You heard it, okay.
It's very clear. That is hilarious.
So I'm not used to the whole like people knowing who I am thing. It's funny because I used to do radio back in the day. I was an on-air DJ and I did a lot of like public appearances and stuff. And so then I'd be out having dinner with a friend or something, and someone would be like, "Oh my God, you're here on the radio!" And they start talking and stuff, and it was great. I'm not complaining about it whatsoever. For me though, like I never got used to it, and that's when I was just like, oh. The theme thing isn't for me. And it was another reason that I was like, voiceover, awesome. I'm basically anonymous. Yes. And then of course,
Don't like it.
fast forward 10 years and it's like, you've got to have a social media presence. I'm like, awesome. So I'm not used to going out in the world and like people like, you do that voice or you do that character or whatever.
Really?
So yeah, that was definitely an instance of, like, oh my God, I think you're amazing. You're doing cosplay as one of my characters, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'm just going to take a picture with you like a weirdo. And then like leave and then like have them recognize, like, wait a minute, no, that's the actor. Wait a minute, I need a picture with you. Come back here.
Oh my gosh. I was going to say, I felt like back in the day, even when you were doing Vi, that like admiring and gushing over voice actors and actresses were not a thing quite yet. I hadn't even noticed. Because like, I remember I was freaking out about Vox Goddess. Oh my gosh, I'm following her Tumblr. But my friends were like, Courtney, I think you're a little too obsessed with Vi. I think you need to stop. And now it's like normal. Like people are like obsessed and join like servers of voice actors and actresses. And it's like a huge thing. I just kept thinking like, and this is like shortly before you even DM'd me originally. So it was kind of strange that you did. But I was like, gosh, why were people not all about Vi? Because like Vi is a prime character that people would have like obsessed over or wanted more of your like normal talking and then like pair it with an animation or something. Like she would be such a prime character for that. So it just like, I'm so glad that you at least have Himiko to initiate that, and maybe Vi in the future. Have you done any updated, can I ask, have you done any updated Vi lines since the original?
I can't really talk about that.
That's okay. I like that answer. That's better than no. But that's cool.
Yeah. There's nothing I can say about that.
Okay.
To answer your question clearly.
Yes. No, that is the answer I wanted to hear anyway.
Okay. All right, Philip, write out a Himiko quote of your choice. What's a Himiko quote? Oh, I know what I'll do for you. I'll do a welcome to the Astral Express for you too, Philip. I also feel like I have the worst handwriting. Like I'm always envious of people who have like that really pretty loopy cursive, and I just don't.
I don't either. I know your pain.
Okay, thank you. Glad it's not just, I would expect you as an artist to be able to like whip out the beautiful loopy cursive.
A lot of people expect that, and then I quickly disappoint them. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, my younger brother has better handwriting than me, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's okay. Oh, that one, Grammar. I can read. No, I agree. I've seen those videos of doing me as voice actress, like wanting to take pictures with the cosplayers and then later tell them like I'm the VA.
Oh, nice. Oh my God, I'm stealing
You should start
that.
doing that. Just you should do that.
That'll be my MO.
Hi, Sabrina.
All right. Philip, I'm going to drop you my first ever choo-choo train, or at least choo-choo locomotive.
I want to see
So
that.
we'll see how this turns out. So during the pandemic, my kid was 3.
Aww.
And so it was a lot of like trying to figure out how to keep a 3-year-old entertained. And there's this artist named Wendy McNaughton.
Mm-hmm.
She might be most well known for a book called Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. It's a foodie book.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's necessarily a cookbook, but it's a book about food. And then like she did all of the images. So
wow.
so like instead of a photograph of food, it's her watercolor art of the food.
That is so aesthetic.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful and it's really well done. So during the pandemic, she started this thing called Draw Together on Instagram, and basically like she would do this. She would go Instagram Live and she would, like, hey, today we're gonna draw a kitty on a bridge because we can, or like we're gonna draw an amazing candy land, a land made entirely of candy. So here's a house made out of candy canes, and here's a river made out of chocolate, and here's some cotton candy clouds, and so like every day she did this Monday through Friday. And that was 30 minutes every day of me and my kids sitting down and drawing along with her art. And it was so much fun. And I've taken art classes like, way back, a long time ago. But I'm not one to like just sit down and doodle. I'm not one to like sit down and create something. You give me a picture of something, I can freehand copy it and draw it. But it was really amazing to like sit down and take that time to just be creative and draw and put pen to paper, or pencil in my case, because gotta erase.
No, I feel that.
Yeah. But so doing these signings and stuff, I've been like, oh yeah, I gotta get back into that a little bit more and like find that creativity again. So I'm gonna give you like the littlest choo-choo.
I can't wait to see your choo-choo. We can practice doing TV Himekos together on Magma.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I had fun doing the boba drawings on the Himeko coffee for the boba tea crossover.
Oh wow! Does she also drink boba in the game?
She doesn't. I did it solely with the crossover.
Oh, fair.
So, and I changed her line to fancy a boba.
I mean, I always do fancy a boba.
Right? They're so tasty.
What's your favorite flavor?
I love a strawberry matcha. It's so like, it's, to me, they blend so well together. You get like kind of the brightness and the sweetness from the strawberry and the sort of grassy earthiness from the matcha. Like, I love it.
Very fresh.
Yeah. How about you?
I always do like Oreo or chocolate. Very opposite.
My kid got an Oreo one, and I was just like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes.
I was trying to.
I always want to do a strawberry, but I'm like, the chocolate is there.
But yeah, I mean, chocolate's amazing. All right, this is the silliest little choo-choo train ever. I hope it's okay, Philip. It looks nothing like the Astral Express.
It's so sweet. A good old fashioned locomotive. Oh, I love it. I'm so jealous.
Oh my god!
You got a Chia original.
Yeah, no turning around and selling it on eBay, Philip.
You probably could.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let me see if there's anything I can catch up on. We might have already missed you, Midori, but thank you for joining. And yeah, it is nice to be able to collaborate with the artists. Like this has been the best part of a signing experience for me, of being able to like have these creative collaborations and then getting to know you better. Like I love working with you.
No, likewise.
I really do. Like just your ability to like reach inside my head and pull out my idea and just make it 1,000 times better. It just blows my mind every single time.
You're so sweet. That means so much to me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I keep thinking like, I don't even know how baby Courtney would have reacted if I was like, Vi's voice actress DMs you one day and you work with her for a couple years. She'd be like, no, you're joking. That's a sick joke. Like, nah.
No.
I'm thinking that. Like, dream come true. Seriously. Oh, big fan.
Oh, thank you. It's so mutual. It's so mutual.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody who joined the stream. It was so nice to be able to chat with you, too. And we'll do it again sometime, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so.
anytime.
All right. Bye.
Bye.